result here. There's a website which allows you to get jobs in Kenya. Looks like a famous Kenyan engineer. He has a website or a blog. And already, this thread on Google Baraza has shown up in search results. So a user could have typed this into Google, and now they can click through and get that same answer from this user on Baraza. And this is just natural search. We're not doing anything to promote Baraza above other properties. And this just shows that if a user actually types in this query, that content is relevant. And that's what we're talking about when we mean increasing the amount of local content online. We want to support all these sites, all these people who are creating websites or creating blogs, but we're just also trying to help that with tools like Baraza. So that's one example there. I pulled up another thread, and this one struck me from being from Nigeria, because when I looked at the answers, I thought I was really impressed with Kenya. And so someone asked, how long does it take to register a nonprofit in Kenya? Again, I don't think it's the spelling of nonprofit, but that's just to give you an example of this is user-generated content, so it's not always going to be perfect, but that's why we have things like the reputation system, the voting, to help promote that. So I'll talk about a little bit of those features. So let's look at the answers that this person got here. This person said, hey, a business name is faster, NGO takes up to a month, here's the website, here's where you go and register, here's a link, here's a reference where you can go and find out more about this. And so someone could have spent a lot of time looking online for this answer, or even asking a bunch of people, but if they had just typed this in, they'll easily get this answer, and that helps them in registering their nonprofit. And there's multiple answers here. This person also has something about you have to be vetted by the National Security Intelligence Service. Only someone who's done this process before would know this. And you see that these two answers have been voted on, and I can vote on them and promote them. So if I think this answer is good, I can vote it up. If I think it's bad, I can vote it down. And this person didn't really give any answer, and so they didn't get any votes. And so their answers at the bottom. So you start to see that this content is organized, is structured, and the quality content rises to the top based on what the community is doing. So just a few more examples. Here's one where someone's asking, okay, are there any good poetry blogs across Africa? And so this is where the value of having it be across Africa is very interesting. And so someone from Ghana had an idea. This person also has an idea. I think this guy is a Ghanaian user also, and then this person looks like a user in Kenya. And so you get different perspectives. People saying, okay, I like this blog. This blog is this poetry blog is focused on Ghana. This poetry blog is focused on Kenya. And then you can look at these people, and you have all the social features. So this guy Edward, he says he's a poet, so you can trust his opinion, based on that. It has how many people are following him. He's acquired some level of expertise because he's been answering a lot of questions on the site. So these are the kind of people we want to promote, people who are knowledgeable, who are contributing to the community, and through the reputation system, through the social features, their answers and their content gets promoted to the top. So I want to switch gears a little bit, and these have been some of the more serious questions, and give you a flavor of the kind of stuff that Makmende has been answering throughout the day. So he has a profile on here, and he's been answering some serious questions and some funny questions. So someone said, who would win a fight between Makmende and Chuck Norris? What is your favorite Makmende joke? And what made the video go viral? Why were they so successful? Right. So I clicked on that one, and someone who's an independent person just said it was different. It was different from everything we've seen on TV, and that's an honest answer from a regular user. And then Makmende himself went and gave an answer. I don't understand this last part of it, but I guess that makes sense. And so that's just a flavor of what's going on Baraza, and we've seen thousands of questions come in since the site has been live, and we also were grateful for a lot of early users who used the site and gave us a lot of feedback. So I think it's a really exciting opportunity because this is a tool that's created specifically for African content and for users in Africa. So let me refresh this and see what else is here. And I just want to say in advance, this is all user-generated content, so the questions and answers that are coming from Makmende or from other users, could be all over the place. So, who agrees with me that Makmende is hot? Makmende obviously agrees. So, that's another thing.
Another thing that mentions the same references to people's ethics.
Yes. So Isis brought up a good point, which is that users can add references and links. So here's one of the early questions we got. And it's kind of a self-serving one because I work at Google. But one of the early users said, you know, are Google Nexus One devices available in Africa, and where can I find one? And I think it's a pretty interesting question because this is the kind of thing that only a site like this or a service like this can be able to answer. And I'll show you why. And so this was actually a poll. So one of the features of Baraza is that you can have a survey of users. And there are only 2 votes on this, but I think the answers below are more interesting. And you see this question got 122 views and 5 answers. And so here's a user in Ghana said, you know, here are the places in Accra where you can find Nexus One, and gave links to the actual businesses where you can buy this phone. So this is a huge benefit. So if someone goes into Google and types in, where can I buy Nexus One phone in Africa, they'll get these results. And they won't just get, oh, go to this location. They'll get a link to the actual business. So this is beneficial to the person searching. It's also beneficial to the business because now they have more visibility. People will be calling them, coming to their business because these users found their site. You know, here's another person who didn't just say, oh, you can find it in Entebbe Airport in Uganda, but they also gave the price, right? That's really cool. You know, again, there's the voting features, but someone said, you know, in these airports you can find them. So I think this is really interesting, and this is just to highlight the feature that Isis mentioned around references. So I'm going to go back to my many questions.